Some of my biggest trades have come from swing trading, not scalping, not day trading, swing trading. It took me 2 years to become profitable as a trader, and it wasn't until I started swing trading that I really saw the consistency that I wanted to find within the charts. And so in this video, I am going to give you the confidence and explain the strategy that I use, which is trendline support and resistance, so you yourself can identify swing trades in the market and find the confidence to continue your trading journey and eventually have that profitability that I know that you're seeking. So let's dive into it. Hit the like button, subscribe. Let's talk about it. Swing trading is a style of trading where you're going to hold your position for longer than a couple of hours, sometimes even days and or weeks. So that is why it's called swing trading, because you're in the position for a little bit longer than the average day trader would be, but you're also not in it super long term either. And so a better way to think about swing trading is about kind of the pros that come with it, which is less stress, less time in the charts. You're not going to be glued to your screen like day traders are, where they have to watch price action within like a 5-minute time frame. On swing trading, you're going to be in the higher time frames, the 4-hour, the daily, or the weekly time frames even. There's fewer trade opportunities that come to you as well, which means that patience is your best friend. And if you lack patience, you better figure that out so quick, because there's not that many trade setups that will come to you in swing trading. So you really have to understand that it is a waiting game and it's going to feel boring and you're going to wonder, am I doing this right? And you are. We are not scalping. So there's the difference. You need to let go of whatever preconceived notion that you have about trading, because there are those scalpers and the day traders who are flexing their profits on the daily, that they're making thousands every single day. But with swing trading, you can make big trades. There's just less stress. Swing trading starts on the charts doing a top-down analysis, and that's exactly what we're going to do within TradingView. Right now, we're going to chart Tesla together. So I'm on the 3-month time frame, and I'm going to use my ray tool, and we're going to find the lowest point that the stock has ever been to be able to draw a trend line from the lowest point, point A, finding the next higher low being your point B, to connect those trends. Once you do that, if there's another trend line that you can add from your point B becoming your point A, finding the next higher low, you're going to go ahead and place that trend line on there as well. Always encompassing at the bottom of the wicks. I've seen some people that draw trend lines that go through the wick or it goes through the body of the candlestick, but I do it at the very bottom of the wick to encompass all of the price action. If you can't draw on any more trend lines in the 3-month time frame, we're going to move down to the month. Go ahead and adjust any trend lines that you can if they were a little wonky. And then go ahead and continue adding in trend lines if there is any to be added on. If there's a downtrend at this point, that's when you're going to implement the downtrend from the highest point that the stock has ever been, finding the next lower high. Then from the monthly, you're going to go down to the weekly. Same thing, just adding in trend lines as you can from point A to point B, all the way down until you're in the time frame that you trade in, which for me is the 4 hours. So we're going to go to the daily. If there's no more trends that I can draw on there, we'll just move straight to the 4 hour. Once you're in the 4 hour, you're going to just wait. And I know that sounds so boring, but that really is what trading is, especially with swing trading on the 4 hour time frame. You need to wait for the trade to come to you. So for example, for Tesla, there's not a trade opportunity for me yet, and that just means that I'm going to add an alert on my trend lines. So to add an alert, you're going to double click it, and I do once per bar, click create, and I'll do that on both of my trend lines. That way, if price breaks either the downtrend or the uptrend, there might be a viable position for us to get into for a swing trade. Now that we've gone through the basic charting, you're probably thinking that my strategy seems way too simple, which is what a lot of people think. And you would be right to think that it's simple though, because it is simple. The difficult part of trading though is the psychology aspect. So it's simple, but it's not easy. We train our minds to think that trading is supposed to be this ultra difficult thing to achieve. So we start overthinking and overcomplicating the strategy. We think there's no way I can make money just off of looking at some lines on a chart, but you absolutely can.